But to pivot real quick, I'm gonna throw this out there, see how y'all react to it. I don't think I've seen this like on TV shows or movies, but like in the family when it's dinner time, the large piece of chicken. So I saw, Wolf, you might like this. So I saw a conversation on social media. They was talking about, like, my family, XYZ, that it was always understood that, you leave, the big piece of chicken to my dad, whatever, because he was the man of the household. And somebody responded to saying, like, y'all really just let, like, just because he the man, he will just get certain things. And it started a whole, and someone responded saying, like, why y'all have to attack anything, any type of respect attached to a man? It's like, even if you want to say, the father or the man of the household, he get the big piece of chicken, whatever. As trivial that may sound, why is something to attack when all it is a clear sign of respect?
Respect, that's all it is.
To the father.
And he probably paid for it too.
Just
They go
bought the chicken. Like,
why he get the big piece?
Like, what you mean, bro? I think a lot of times, like, I feel like, man, we get the short end of the stick because even when we do well, they want us to do better, and when we do bad, they ostracize us for not doing as well. So
talk about
it's like, how could you really win? It's like, I did my best, and it still wasn't good enough for you, and most people couldn't even do what I did. In my best. It's like, so we are always constantly on a hamster wheel of just always being better. And the moment that you fall, the moment you stop, you're gonna fall off, and people gonna look at you crazy.
There's no grace for men.
I'm gonna get right back on the hamster wheel, bro. I just gotta I just had a little hit.
Just stumble.
I've had $1 million days, but I also had days where we lost $500K. It's like I've had both.
I fuck with
Are you gonna
not that you're lost, both? That you speak on it?
Oh, I speak on everything. I speak on all my losses, wins, whatever, because it's nothing to hide for me. Like, I'm going through the journey of entrepreneur. Yeah, it don't. And every day is new to me. I've never lived this day before.
No, that's a fact.
I think that some people and a lot of entrepreneurs and podcasters and all these people, they do a disservice to the people who are trying to do what they do because people don't show you what it takes for real.
Yeah.
They don't know that you have to rent a space, get the lights, get a producer, edit, It's not just set up your phone and record. It's not that easy.
And they try to talk like it is.
People make it seem like it's, anybody can. No, anybody can. Anybody can speak and talk, but everybody can't be a podcaster. That's why I respect people who do it for a long time because there's a lot that go. We did like 3 or 4 episodes. I was like, I can't do this. That's too much. I enjoyed it, but it was like just getting there. It was like, this is a lot.
Fun fact, me and my brother had started a pod like 2018, and it wasn't like a pod because we had mics, but it was like we talked in front of the camera. But this wasn't my first time doing it, but this is my first time doing it with him. And we had Ben shot one time. We shot like 5 episodes. The nigga who had the footage lost it. That was the day I knew that it wasn't for me. I had no desire to redo it.
Yeah,
I said I'll double back. Like, I'm cool. Like, it was like when I used to be a rapper and you in a session crash, and then I had to re-record the whole. Now I did it, but the energy not the same.
Not the same.
But when that footage got corrupted or whatever he said happened, it was cool. We didn't do that shit again for years.
I never hit record. My bad, bro. Golly, bro. We not here
for 8 hours. But that's what I knew. Because if you're not willing to take the ugly that comes with a person, a job, a business, then you don't want it. People only want the glitz and the glamour. They don't want to take the other part that come with it. And I gotta quote Q every episode because you say it when the other shoe dropped. When that other shoe hit the floor, when it's not all glitz and glamour, if you're not really willing to deal with it, then you're not going to deal with it because everything comes with something. I always say every dollar you make comes with a headache. So you got to be willing to accept what comes with the money you make. You can't think that you're going to start any type of business and then be able to bypass the bullshit. I don't give a fuck what mentors you got. I don't give a fuck what coaching you get.
Don't matter.
It's going to be, that shit can limit it. But it ain't going to prevent, it's not going to stop it. It might could prevent certain things, but some things you have to go through to become who you need to be in order to be able to sustain. Them $500,000 days that you took, them losses, them $500,000 is what made you appreciate them $2 million. But you wouldn't have been able to sustain it if you didn't lose it to be like, oh shit, like
I'm telling you,
I got to make sure I don't fuck this up again type shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Too, to your point.
Because life going life regardless.
It is. And I think too, the more money you make, the more people think they're your boss. Especially if they supporting you.
So, I'm about to say the customer do that shit.
100%. So you ever like seen a person get arrested and they tell the police, we pay your bill. We pay. Yeah. That's exactly how it is in e-commerce.
My white friends.
Like literally.
They're going to say that shit.
Some people do that.
Dark joke.
But that's how it be though. People feel like they run your business. I can tell you what to do because I bought a sweatshirt for $50. And it's like, bro, you can't. Because once you get this transaction closed, that's it for you until the next purchase, right? 100%. But I think too, like a lot of people have $1 million aspirations, but don't understand what it takes to not only receive the million, but to execute on making sure the million gets fulfilled. Like $1 million for us is 66,000 items, 33,000 orders. I had a staff of 7 people. So we not only do we have to get the hoodie, heat press it, stitch it, fold, pack, and ship.
$66,000. I'm sure
That's not a small thing to do.
Yeah.
And so from that, I learned a little bit, a bunch of lessons. I do want to correct something. It's $2 million days. It wasn't one $2 million
two
day.
different $1 million days.
Yeah. So when I said I probably said I had $2 million days.
That is what you said.
Yeah.
So it
I
makes
was like,
sense.
$2 million days.
Yeah. I didn't think y'all did it 20 times. I just the fact that y'all did it once was impressive to me, bro.
$2 million days, and those are both Black Fridays. And the first one we really messed up because we oversold but underdelivered, and it wasn't our intention to. It's just
Ran a product.
I didn't know how much you're getting product from China, like some things, so you have to wait for that to be shipped, right? And then but you have a timeline because it's Black Friday, so you need to get out by Christmas. So anybody who didn't get it from Christmas, they started doing chargebacks. And when you get a chargeback on Shopify, they also take $25 from like you lose the money from the sale, then you get penalized. Our account was $25 per order. So now I'm losing money, but I've already ordered inventory to fulfill the order that you get. Canceled.
That's crazy.
So like people don't understand that though. They just wear my stuff. It's like, well, because 35 people charged back, I lost 35 minus 25, but I already ordered this, but I need to put. It's a lot. So I always tell people, man, $1 million worth of inventory or $1 million worth of sales comes with $1 million worth of problems.
And I fuck with that.
You have to be ready for it.
And to your point about them thinking like they the boss now, it's so funny because I be like this. You got to understand the difference between being a customer and being a supporter. If you pay me for something and I fulfill your order, you were a customer. Even if you feel like wanting to support me is what led you to spend money, you received something for the money you spent. It was a transaction, which means, like you said, once the transaction is over, it's over. It's not one of the things where your money lives residually in this conversation because you spend it one time. Support, I can see if I'm fundraising and you donating.
Yeah.
You feel me? Some people bought my books, they probably never read it. You might be like, bro, give me 5 of them books. You just supporting. Yeah. But you also not going to give a fuck because you know you didn't care about the product to begin with. That's a supporter. The supporter don't care about the fulfillment because they just supporting. They come to a show, you might not be funny. You come to your basketball game, you might not have a point. I'm just here to support you so you know I love you. You know I fuck with you. That's a supporter. But if you literally discover my company, my brand, and you wanted to what's the word? Begin with a patronize. Patronize. So am I right with that? Is that the right word? You want to patronize and spend some money with me? Gotta make sure. Want to patronize, spend some money with me, and I give you what you paid for, and I fulfilled your order. You ain't gotta like the fulfillment process, but that don't mean your money any greener than the last and the next customer. Like so people get hella entitled when they see a Black business. And it's like, we've been getting better, but we still, as a people, got to do better. It even goes to I feel like it correlates with how you said with men, there's really no grace. It's like, you got to be at your best at all times, or, everybody going to look at you like, what type of time is you on? And it's like, it's so funny that they think that we are giving so much grace, but it's like, in what areas? Like, you tell me, like, it's a difference between a woman tolerating a man through his bullshit and giving him grace to grow.
Big difference.
Because the grace comes after the bullshit. You dealt with the bullshit, but you ain't giving the grace. You made sure he remembered he did it. You made sure he threw it in his face. You made sure the internet knew. You made sure everybody knew he fucked up. You ain't giving him no grace. You tolerated it. But the grace would be, damn, man, well, what I expect? He a young athlete. What I expect? Oh, he's a man. Fuck all the titles. He a man at the end of the day. Like, what I expect? The same way I expect women to cry. It's like certain shit we just do as men. It's like it's universal. The character and the character development shapes the likelihood of a man doing certain shit. But all men are capable of being violent. All men are capable of being cheaters. All men are capable of being all these things. But that don't mean all men do it. Some men might have been 27 and did some bullshit. Then by 30, they never did it again. Because his character development moved him away from it. But it's like, if he did it at 27 and you left him at 27, then he became a certain person at 30, you trying to make him relive the moments of who he grew from because you didn't give him the grace. Leave that shit alone or leave.
Once we close out an argument, don't bring it up.
Don't bring it up.
Please, because...
But I remembered it again, so I had to bring it up again.
And I'm gonna crash out again.
Girl man. And I'm gonna crash out. Boy man.
All right, so we already talked about this. Don't keep bringing stuff up. And
Corey ready to crash out. Like, this is the second time
please give me a reason.
I need therapy, y'all.
Next episode.
We all need therapy, honestly.
Yeah.
But
no, for sure.
I think to the same point of grace, I love to make this example because it happened to me. Like, people will buy a $50 hoodie on sale for $40 and blow your DMs and all it up. I ordered a Tesla from Elon Musk and it came a year later, and I didn't send one email. I made a $100,000 purchase and did not question it once. People spend $40. If you spend that little amount of money, and I'm not saying it's not valuable, but if you feel that passionate, you probably should have held on to that money a little bit. The reality is you might have spent money that you probably shouldn't have. And now you like, I need it. But it's like people didn't see the back end of what was happening. And I mean, even still to this day, like there's probably some orders that got missed. You know, that's how
inevitable.
That's entrepreneurship. Our Shopify crashed multiple times. Like we've lost data. So it's possible somebody might see me and be like, I didn't get a hoodie. And I'm like, how can I help you now?
Yeah.
You know?
To be honest,
and that's what it comes down to too. To being willing to fix it when you find out.
How can I help you now?
To add more kind of stuff, I think, of course it could be like they maybe need the money, shouldn't have bought it, but I also think it's also just a crab in a barrel type mentality where it's like it's just attacking. So it's like we have a lot of trauma in our community about like trusting others and scamming alerts like that. So I feel any inkling of it, it's like, nigga, we're in $40. So, you a scammer. It's like, yo, in the day, you just said, but if I was probably not another black person, young black person trying to, do some shit, be a creative business person, it wouldn't be the same type of, perception of me, whatever.
Like, don't let you have a product that you didn't ship out and then you like go out to eat. Oh, I need my money.
So you got time to be doing that. Well, I get my shit yet.
They said if you owe me, all your posts better be about struggling. I don't want to see no motivation. Nigga can do nothing fun.
Don't ship out no other product until my shit here.
I better see shit that say the system crashed. All your stories
you
better be
about homeless until I get my shit.
My $40. But there's two things I was gonna say too. Like another thing, like on top of like when you did use the word value. Like we don't know what the $40 is valued at to them, right? So like we don't know the urgency as to why they need it. But I also think with black people being impulse shoppers and it be time framed, right? So they want to wear it on Thanksgiving. They want to wear it while it's hot. So I think their frustration comes because of the impulse attached 100%. To it. It's like I gave you my money, I'm expecting to get it on my time because I got this plan that they not thinking systematically. Like the reason the Tesla purchase ain't really bother you because you understood as a business owner that anything we have, they could be backed up on orders. You like, I made the purchase because I want it. So whenever I get it is when I'm supposed to have it. Most of the time they made it because it was trending. So they just afraid that the trend might wipe out before they get their product. And by the time they get it, it's no longer useful to them. And that's just where we got to improve and grow as a culture because in some way or another, we all got that impulsiveness too. It's like, I don't know. I know where is it at with me? I'll come back to it. But I know that I probably got some shit where I'm like, but the grace comes in and knowing that people, even with me, I'm in a home care space now. So right now I work with an agency while I'm getting my credentials. So I send people that need Medicaid and have Medicaid to this company. So one of my people came with 5 people. So he think because he bought 5 people, let me not say this, it's my man. So he is a priority to me, but he don't mean he's a priority to them. They got hundreds of clients. So he be like, I don't like the way they treat me. I'm like, bro, they don't even know you are I have a relationship with the owner and that's the relationship. Your relationship is to me. I prioritize you because you bought me 5 participants. They prioritize the communication to me because of the relationship. But when you go in there, they don't know who you are. So they not just targeting you like your check is off by $1 because they don't fuck with you. It's the fact that these are humans working back there. So don't assume that because they black that it's going to be fucked up. But don't also assume that because they're a business that it's going to be perfect. Had a grace to know like it's a company. So shit happens. If the check off, I always say don't worry about the problem. Let me know how the solution goes. So if your check short, when have I never got it fixed? 100%. I'm getting right in touch with HR. Yo, look, he's short 3 hours on the check. Give him it's his money. Give him money. I've even cashed them out myself. Look, I'm gonna send you this when they clear you. You give me my money back. But it's like we be going back and forth for that tug of war thing because he take it personal. He really think that he bought 5, and that is billing at a lot of money for that. For an agency that don't have no clients, 5 clients can put you in the game. 100%. Like you follow what I'm saying? So that's a good. He billing for a lot of money. We can't act like small, but they got like 200 clients. So it's like today's scale is like it's important to me because I get paid for you. But for them, it's like they not really isolating. They're like, oh, fuck your 5 clients. It's just like to them, you just another aide or another person that's recruiting. So I say all that to say is like people don't understand the grace that's due on both sides. It's like I had to tell them have grace with them because it's his money. Like he got a right to be flustered. So it's grace due on both sides. But the other side of it is they human too. Like so give them just because we the company don't mean we can't have an order be delayed or we can't have a system error where some shit's fucked up.